How satisfying is this to this point?
Very happy for our group. You know, we have a young team, and you know, everyone has really bought into what Coach has, you know, put out there, and just happy to be in this position.
Al, when you decided to come here, I'm sure it was with games like this in mind. I mean, to get back to the conference final for you, what is that? You know, what is that?
It's special. It's special. I'm very grateful, you know, to be here, and also I understand how hard it is to be in this position at this point, and I'm, you know, I'm enjoying every minute of it, and our guys, you know, they're younger. They quite don't. I don't think they fully understand, but it's just a good feeling to be in this position.
Hey, Al, I'm sure you're tired of this game already, but Cleveland, wham, kind of a cold slap in the face to come up. You know.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have much time to, you know, celebrate or reflect on this series. You know, great win, and tomorrow, you know, we'll get back refocused and thinking about Cleveland, and see what, you know, what the coaches have for us.
Al, you know better than anybody what playoff Cleveland is like and how different they are from regular season Cleveland. So, just your initial thoughts on what it will take to be in this series.
Yeah, I mean, they've been playing at a really high level. I think you know, the regular season for them was just kind of like, let's get through it, and you know, now they just turn it up to another level. So it's going to be a fun challenge for our group.
How much confidence do you gain from this type of series victory going into that series?
Oh, it's a lot of confidence. I mean, you know, we keep growing as a group after that Game 6 loss. Sometimes it's hard to kind of regroup and bring the team back, and you know, maybe momentum's on their side, and you know, I just think that our guys did a really good job of being able to move on and focusing in on the next game, and we hung in there. They fought tonight, but you know, we eventually were able to wear them down.
You talked about coming in here in 2008 for Game 7 as a visitor, and how loud it was as a visitor. How was it?
It was great. It was great. It just felt good to be on the good side, and yeah, it was really loud. I'm looking forward to, you know, more moments like that.
You spoke pretty highly of
number one seed, but why do you think you're still the underdog against the Cavs?
Of course, they're the champs, because they're the champs.
Why do you think you can knock them off?
You know, I mean, it'll be interesting, you know, to see. I think that for us, it's just making sure that we focus and we take things, you know, just focus on Game 1 on Wednesday, come up with a good plan, and you know, we can't get too far ahead of ourselves. You know, it's you know, we still have to look into them and get in that mindset, and you know, give it a go.
What sparked the run at the end of the third quarter?
I think we just locked in. You know, we just kept locking in. You know, they came out pretty strong in the third, and we traded baskets and things like that. But I think that our defense really fueled us, and Marcus Smart was just amazing. You know, in the third and then in the fourth, his presence, hits a big three in the third, gets us going. He was unbelievable.
Did you know Kelly Olynyk had this in him?
Yes, of course. I've seen Kelly, and I told him before the series started. I told him, you're going to have a great series. You know, I just Kelly is such a hard worker. He's probably the hardest working guy on the team, and his ability is unbelievable. And I'm just happy to see him out there having fun and really coming together in the biggest game of the season for us. I mean, he hasn't played like this all year, probably hasn't played like this in his career, but you just see it. I mean, Kelly can really score the ball. He's one of those unique bigs that can play inside and out, and I'm just happy that, you know, he was able to have this big game tonight.
Al, it's your first year with Coach Stevens. What did you learn from him during this playoff?
I've been learning a lot. You know, but I think that not so much during the playoffs. I just think all year, the way that he prepares our group is just very impressive. He really takes the time, and he challenges you to, you know, really understand your opponent. And we have such good habits here that, you know, now in the postseason it's not so bad, because during the season he's already been harping and stressing for us to be, you know, better and know what's going on the court as far as plays and personnel and things like that. So I've been really impressed with this preparation.
Acaban de pasar a la serie final de la conferencia. ¿Cómo te sientes y tú pensabas que lo ibas a hacer en tu primer año?
Me siento feliz, me siento muy bien. De verdad que yo pensé que teníamos una oportunidad. Cuando yo vine acá fue para estar en este tipo de posición. Yo sé que no mucha gente nos dio el chance, pero yo creo en este grupo y se los dije a ellos desde que llegué aquí el primer día. O sea que me siento contento de ver que estamos en esta posición.
Last question.
Al, before you let this night go, can you kind of...
In the third quarter, you guys were down 6, and you hit that and one. You kind of snapped back to your feet. Did it kind of feel like you guys needed a bit of resolve in that moment? That was a really critical moment for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're bleeding to score, and I felt like that was a big basket, and I felt like we were starting to get some momentum. We just couldn't get over that hump, so that basket was really good, and got us going.
Before you let this night go, can you just talk about what this accomplishment means to this team up to this point?
Oh, it's great. I think it means a lot. I know that we're in a franchise that expects championships, and it's great. But we have a young group, and our guys have really been working hard all year, and it just feels good. There's a lot of talk, but to be able to put it together, to see guys doing the right things, to see them grow over this past month in the playoffs, it's been really nice.
Al, how would you describe